why do I have such low views on my YouTube channel? How did I not give you this? Oh my god, I should have said this to you earlier in this video. How did I forget? Why does it take me so long to make these self-care Sunday videos? I'm quickly gonna just show you a peek. So I want to appreciate you guys for observing that and putting it out there because I think it's very important. Hi guys, and welcome to another episode of Self-Care Sunday with me, Aanam. If you are new to my channel, I welcome you to this channel. If you are an old subscriber, thank you for being part of the family. Today's video is going to be a chatty session. I was sitting to do my makeup and I realized that I can just sit and film and talk to you guys. It's been a while since we did this. There are a lot of updates to give you, life updates to give you, coronavirus, COVID-19, self-isolation, self-quarantine. There's a lot of this talk going around. As I speak today, as I'm filming this video today, it is day 14 of me being in self-isolation, and I'm actually vlogging through the day, so it's really weird that I'm vlogging through the day and showing you what my work from home life is like. Hopefully that vlog will be up really soon, maybe even before this. Vis-a-vis, I'm sitting down and doing this with you, which is going to be a chatty sit down, talk, vent, discuss kind of a video. I know I look like a mess. I'm aware of my mane being all over the place. Hopefully by the end of this video I will have a full glam look, or at least somewhat glam look depending on what I'm feeling, and my mane will be taken care of. I'm not going to call out products, so just keep an eye on anything I insert in the video or the info box. Okay, I really need to start looking better and feeling better about the way I look and just talking to you guys. So let's dive right into this video. Okay, so first things first, why does it take me so long to share a Sunday self-care video? Which, by the way, I don't even know if this video will go up on a Sunday. Considering everybody's lives are at such a standstill at this point, I might just put it up on a weekday. I mean, you will know by now because you're watching it live. But considering everybody's lives feel like a Sunday these days and everyone is losing track of days, I guess it would be fitting for me to go ahead and upload it on any day and keep it as part of the Sunday self-care series. How has life been for me over these past 2 weeks? So I'm going to give you a few updates, some of which you may have heard about if you follow me on Instagram regularly. Paris Fashion Week got cancelled. Cosmopolitan Blogger Awards got postponed. I'm not sure when it's happening as of today when I'm filming this video. It's been pushed back, obviously. My trip to South Africa has been pushed back. We don't have dates for that as yet either. I was supposed to go to Rajasthan, and the day I was supposed to leave for Rajasthan, like the night before I was supposed to leave for Rajasthan, the first few cases popped up in India and Maharashtra. My team and I woke up thinking we were going to the airport, and literally that morning we heard it was being pronounced, like it was being officially called a pandemic. I've called up the whole team, and to everybody's sadness, I pulled the plug on that trip. We were all really looking forward to it. So once a year we try and get the whole team to travel together, all 6 of us, because usually when I do my travel work, travel invites, travel assignments, it's usually just me or maybe a +1, and that +1 is either Jerry or our videographer, photographer, whoever is kind of like working on that particular project. This whole thing got cancelled. We were so sad about it because it's something that we prepped for around a month and a half before when we were supposed to leave, and it's gone now, which is really not something I'm upset about because safety will always come first. In fact, we had a word with the client that morning when we decided not to take the flight, and they were very understanding and said that, you know what, this makes sense. So I feel really grateful that we're working with brands and people who understand that this is like a health crisis, and I'm going to prioritize my team's health first, always, obviously. So ever since that morning, which was a Thursday, we've been at home. Barring one outing of 1 hour long where I had to go for prayers to my mom's house, I haven't stepped out at all. I've never, like, I'm a home bird, so it doesn't like upset me like it upsets like a lot of other people out there that hum ghar mein atak gaye hain types. Jerry and I are okay with it because we spend a lot of time at home anyway. But I will be honest and tell you, I miss meeting my friends and my family because they come over so often that we've just been banking on like virtual love with playing games and video calls and stuff like that. I'm sure all of you are also doing the same thing. My hair, by the way, as you can see, is better but has definitely not recovered, but it's better than what happened to it in Jan. I'm quickly gonna just show you a peek. The back of the hair has grown about till the short part has grown about till here, which is crazy, I know, but this has actually grown. It was about here when I, sort of like when everything happened, when I realized what had happened. So it's grown about an inchish, I would like to say. It's something that throws me off and gets me upset every now and then, but it's part and parcel of, I guess, experimenting with the hair. I got so many negative comments on Instagram lately about my hair when I was, I think I put up some video and someone said, what's happened to your hair? And I was like, guys, yeah, like I experiment with my hair, so I should be upset that this has happened with my hair, but I don't know. It was just it was just a bunch of like really weird comments. But barring that, you guys have always given me so much love, which by the way gets me to a really important point that I for sure want to address in today's video. Why does it take me so long to make these self-care Sunday videos? I'll tell you why. This is not a series I started off thinking, oh, we're gonna do this every week like a makeup tutorial. This is about times when I want to sit down and really talk to you and connect with you, and I always want to connect with you, but I don't necessarily always have something specific to sit down and share. You know what I mean? Like, I want to sit down and talk to you guys about like things that are happening in life or things that I hope are happening well in your life. So for me, like, I'm not just randomly going to sit down every Sunday and be like, let's do this and let's do that. I want this to be about something that we can talk about, exchange. Like right now, everyone's emotions are so like high up there. Everyone is riding really high on emotions because what's happening in our lives, it's such a weird phase for all of us. I don't think we've ever gone through something so severe, so unfortunate. And I guess the weird morbid beauty is that we're all in this together. I talked about this in my Sunday quarantine vlog, which hopefully you've seen, from the very first Janta curfew day on 22nd of March. By the way, today as I'm filming this, it's the 24th of March. And I'm trying to do as many vlogs and talks and just use my time filming. Like I said this in that vlog also, like when I went to the window and saw everyone clapping at 5 PM on Sunday, the only thing that really came shining through to me was, of course, we're doing this for the gratitude and we're doing this to express our heartfelt thanks to people from the medical service, any kind of defending us in this state kind of an industry. But I hope that people realize we're all in this together. One person's actions can affect 100,000 people. So stay indoors. Don't be like, मेरा immunity strong है तो मैं तो ठीक हूँ. अगर आप ठीक होंगे, you could land up becoming a carrier to like other people जिनकी immunity आपके जैसी strong ना हो. You know, that's a possibility. I also mentioned that I hope that we have our government doing more action than what we're at right now. I hope that they do more for financial relief for the people who need it, for the daily wage earners. I hope that they do something for the underprivileged. I'm so worried for so many people who are homeless because you and I are sitting at home. You know what I mean? Sure, we're frustrated, we're not used to sitting at home, we've got our privileges and we need to acknowledge those privileges. I'm saying privileges because so many times we think it's so common, we forget their privileges, but they are. I just feel so bad for everyone out there who can't afford to be sitting at home or doesn't have a home to be sitting in. And I hope that there's is something being done on a large scale for them. Well, today as of 24th, the Prime Minister is going live at 8 p.m. So I'm very excited for that because I hope that they'll announce some good reliefs for everyone out there. I'm very optimistic. I have a lot of faith and belief in our judiciary and in the way our constitution is. So just keeping my fingers crossed. This video is being filmed before whatever announcement comes there. But basically that's what's going on. And I told you guys about, by the way, all the games I've been playing virtually in that vlog, also in the Sunday quarantine vlog. So if you haven't, you should totally download those games. I think my hair is done. I don't land up ironing my hair very often since the accident, simply because the hair at the back, you can see that little break in. I see this is what I mean. So like I have to, like, it looks fine from the front, but at the back I know you can like see the damage. But I'm doing a lot of things for my hair. Tell me if you guys want me to do like a detailed what I'm doing for my damaged hair kind of a video, because I'm trying 4 to 5 different things as a combination, like through the week. So I can share with you what I'm doing for my hair, like a hair care regime video. Okay, my hair is clipped up and I've got some garma garam chai over here. It's too hot right now, so I'm going to just keep this for a couple of seconds and I'm going to go into my makeup. So my team's been working from home. It's been a lot about video calls and FaceTimes, WhatsApp calls, Google Hangouts, you name it, and we're doing it just to try and make sure work doesn't go on a halt. One of the major things that has definitely happened in this major health global crisis has obviously been businesses being affected, and very honestly every single, like almost I would like to say in my little limited understanding, every business out there has been affected in some way or another. You may not see it all that much, but for example, even me, a lot of my events have been cancelled, a lot of my campaigns have been pushed back, a lot of like basic launches that were going to happen have been put on hold, and that's not good for business because naturally it means I won't do any brand associations in that month, of a lot of us, not just me, like all the bloggers out there who work with brands, and that's not good for anybody's business. But naturally one must continue to create content irrespective. You guys know I do like over 70% of my content between Instagram and YouTube is organic content. I love doing videos based on your requests and based on what I think you might like to see. So I don't care if there are no brand associations happening. Work will continue as always. You guys have given me so much love on the new channel as well, the Hindi channel. If you have not yet subscribed to it, please go subscribe to it. I saw some comments, in fact, on one of the recent videos. I think it was the makeup, no, it was the skincare under 500 video, where so many of you all said, oh, I thought I watched this video, is it a re-upload, and then you realized that you had basically seen that video in Hindi. So there will be some videos I'll do only in English, like this one, some which I'll do only in Hindi, and then there'll be some which will go on both, because I feel like different audiences might find it useful. Like someone recently asked me, what is your idea behind launching a Hindi channel? And that was a really great question, because for me it's been something I've thought about for the last 2 years, maybe a little over 2 years, and I feel like I'm talking to a limited audience who only speaks English. Like we're a big audience who speak, understand, read, write English, but I'm from India. And I feel like more people know Hindi than English over here, or are more comfortable in Hindi than English over here. So I was like, okay, you know what? I want to do something with which I can talk to everyone. Everyone understands my content. And I want everyone to feel comfortable enough to do, understand, relate to my content. I don't want it to be just about XYZ kind of brands. You've seen that in my content. I don't do just drugstore, just expensive. I do a mix of everything because that's just who I am and that's just how I am. I mean, when I started working when I was 15 years old, I feel like I should do a separate story time on like my blogging career and just my career in general and how it was when I started working at 15. And I've always been that person who didn't want to take extra money from my parents. You know what I mean? Like I got a standard pocket money and they never stopped me. And I know that there were loads of times when they indulged me and they would tell me, let's go shopping, let's go shopping. My parents have always spoiled me, pampered me, and I've come from a very privileged home. Touch wood, thank God, alhamdulillah for that. But I'm just someone who's like been a little bit of a weirdo in that sense, where I've always wanted to kind of do things on my own. So when I started making my own money, I realized that like when I was still in college, still doing like internships and stipend, and I would go shopping, I would only shop from drugstore brands at that time. Even now, I do so many drugstore shopping hauls for myself, let alone like it's not just about expensive luxury. No, not at all. My wardrobe, my makeup vanity, my collection of bags that you guys have seen. Have you seen my collection of bags? I hope you have. It's all stuff that I think is very accessible for everyone. It's a mix of brands. Like if you will see a Marc Jacobs, you'll also see a Shein. You know what I mean? Like you'll see and then you'll also see a Gucci. So it's a mix of everything, and that's just the kind of person I am. And I don't want to cater to just one price point kind of a thing. So that's why my content has always been like across different categories, which brings me to another really important point, something that my team and I have been pondering over for a very long time, and of late I've been seeing it in the comments. So I want to appreciate you guys for observing that and putting it out there, because I think it's very important. When I put out such good content, I'm saying this because these are your words, not mine, why do I have such low views on my YouTube channel? This is a mystery of my life. वो कहते हैं ना कि you can never understand everything or get everything. For me, this is one of those things, I guess, in my career, that I'm so happy with so many things, but I don't understand what I'm doing wrong. Someone in the comments recommended, why don't you try different titles? I have tried various types of titles. Someone recommended, why don't you try different thumbnails? Guys, I'm reading your comments, I respond, I heart them, I do everything, I promise. But the thing is, I don't know. The thing is that I'm being so transparent with you. I don't know. Like initially I used to think maybe people just want to watch my channel and don't want to tell their friends about it. Then I said, Arey, but you know, the algorithm across social media platforms should be such that people see it if their friends are watching. But I don't have an answer for this. I don't have a solution. If I had a solution, I would be doing it by now, I promise. I guess what I can ask you guys to do is please have your friends come subscribe, watch my work, watch my videos, look at my tutorials or travel vlogs, because there's a lot of heart and soul that goes behind my videos, I promise you that. But there's only like, I don't know, like there's only so much I can do from where I'm sitting. I have absolutely no idea why I don't get the kind of views I would love to get. Having said that, I'm still very appreciative of the people who are watching my videos and who are giving me the views that I'm getting. I feel like every industry has its own knacks and tricks. At the end of the day, I'm only 3 years old on YouTube. Like, that's a fact. I've been blogging for over 8 years, but my own YouTube channel, the one you're watching me now on, I started this only in like, I think Feb or March 2017. Like, I got active on it only March 2017. So I'm not entirely sure what I'm doing wrong. Maybe I need more practice. Consistency to hai. I do like 3, 4, sometimes 5 videos a week. By the way, which reminds me, so many things are reminding me of things today. There will be no tarot videos for a while because I'm not meeting Rinky because self-isolation. So you will not be seeing tarot videos for a little bit. Just giving you a heads up on it in case you are one of those few people who do watch our videos. Like even that series, so many people have told me you don't get video, your views for that series doesn't match the rest of your videos. Do you want to do it? There's not a large audience for it. But I feel like even those 2,000-3,000 people that are watching the tarot videos are finding it helpful. So So I don't want to cut those things off. I may be reaching a smaller audience with that niche as a content category, and I'm okay with it. I don't want to take that away from them just because there's no larger audience for it. You know what I mean? So I guess there's different perspectives to everything, and we must try to all coexist in life and on the internet. One of the biggest shortcomings for me through this corona thing, work-wise and even emotionally, honestly speaking, has been the fact that we were doing so well with the makeover series. It garnered such a great audience, and so many people have been DMing me saying, I want to be a winner that gets featured on your channel, that's part of your videos, we want a makeover from you. But to be honest, with corona and this and that, we were like, even that needs to be put on hold, because the other option initially before the flights got shut and all of that was that we get people only from Bombay. But the fact is, there's no point meeting someone new. My entire team is working from home. I'll meet someone new. I don't know what their regular practices are like hygiene wise, and they don't know what mine are like either. It works both ways. So it's very important for everybody to just respect the fact that, you know what, even I wish I could continue that series at the moment right now. We are going to continue that series. We are really, I need the mirror closer for this. We are not discontinuing the series. We've tied up with Sugar for 6 episodes for season 1. So we are 100% going to see that through. It's just that it will take, I guess, a little longer than we thought it would because of everything that's going on. But there are so many new series ideas we're sitting on. There are so many new just content categories that I can't wait to get kickstarted on, because I feel like I want to do stuff with you guys and for you guys that's fun and entertaining and still informational. You know what I mean? Like, I never want to just do a video that has a blah value. I want to make sure anything you're seeing on my channel is going to enrich or entertain you in some way or the other. I had to throw in a couple of other concealers into the mix because the Lotus concealer was drying up on my face. So it's looking a little extra white right now, but it'll fade out, I promise. You know, as I'm looking at myself in the mirror while doing this makeup look, I'm realizing my eyebrows have never been this shady. I feel like had I gone to the salon just before, at least I would continue to film those eye makeup, detailed makeup tutorials. Right now my brows look so bad. I should show you my nails. You won't believe they're my nails. Look at this. These are my nails right now. They're completely messed up. I had 2 extensions. This one was an extension and this one was an extension. They both broke and this one broke. So I basically, and this one broke, sorry. And this one also landed up breaking. So I basically just kind of went on a chopping spree earlier today and chopped off my nails, and I have gel on some of them and there's been lift off on the others. So it kind of looks funny. What else is happening? Sometimes I wish this was like a 2-way thing where I could like sit and literally hear you talk to me and talk back to me. I know I can do a live session, but I'm not entirely sure if you guys want me to do a live session. I've done a couple of them in the past, but I realize more people tune into live sessions on like Instagram instead of YouTube. If you want me to do a live session, tell me in the comments, because I would love to do a live session with you guys. Maybe we can do like a group get ready with me, and we'll get ready for nothing, for going and sitting in the living room. That's basically what I do in general, to be honest, because when I sit and I do my makeup and I get fully ready and then I take my makeup off, because I don't really go out that much. That's another thing so many people don't get about like me, or like people who are like me, who like apparently look very like the kind of people, like get this so often, oh you look like you love to party. I love to party, but I'll party once in like 5-6 months and I'm done. My quota is over. So that's just how I am. But I go out with my friends very often, apart from quarantine, self-isolation time. obviously. But I'll end up doing like more dinners. I love having people over because I feel like when I have people over, we can chill and have conversation and have chai. I picked up this cute little mug, by the way, from Colombo. If you haven't seen my Colombo Fashion Week vlog, please go see it because I also take you shopping in it. And it's got a small A on this side and a big A on this side. And I got it for the whole team. So Payal has one that says P, Jerry has one that says P and G, and Dhwani has one that says D. It's really cute. So what are some of the other things that I wanted to cover with you guys in today's video? I feel like I walked in with like a semi-agenda. Not like really having an agenda, but I wanted to talk about the quarantine. I wanted to talk about being in isolation. Definitely want to share my experience with you, which is something I'm trying to do regularly through those vlogs. By the way, you should totally help me understand. Answer this in the comments. There are so many questions I'm throwing at you in today's video. Please answer them for me in the comments because it'll help me understand what it is that you enjoy seeing or what like you come back for. Do you enjoy the vlogs more or the beauty more? Because I'll tell you what, I put up like a range of questions on Instagram recently. It was basically like a self-survey for me to understand what you were enjoying, what you wanted to see, what I should work on my content calendar. And it was so funny because I realized that there are a mix of people and where we have diverse preferences and all of that, but the diversity was so stark. Like I had some people in the question thing, the poll on Instagram telling me, I love your travel vlogs, can't wait for you to travel again. And then I had some people who were like, please don't show travel, just show your beauty stuff, I don't care about where you're traveling. And I'm like, oh, okay, like that's a really mixed response. I guess there's gonna be all sorts of people, but that confuses me as a content creator कि मैं और बनाऊँ तो क्या बनाऊँ. I always बनाऊँ what like I enjoy and what I think you'll enjoy like organically, but I'm not sure. Like sometimes it confuses me when you all send me such different responses. Oh, one of the other questions I've been getting in general a lot has been, how is it working with your husband now? How is it working with Jerry like full time together? And I have to answer that for you. It's amazing, but it has its pros and cons, I'll be honest. I feel like we love working together, but at the same time, now there's no like disconnect. Now there's no like, oh, your work, my work, because it's our work. I feel like we're constantly working. Like there have been times when I've like while going to bed, we'll be like, love you too, okay, good night. And then I'll be like, oh, by the way, you know, this email came today. Or he'll say, oh, by the way, you know, that email got sent out today. And I'm like, sometimes like there's no divide. I feel like obviously one of the biggest things also is the fact that we work from home. How did I not give you this? Oh my god, I should have said this to you earlier in this video. How did I forget? Okay, wait, I should complete that point. So basically, because we work from home, that's just something I've always struggled with. There's no switching off. Okay, I should just tell you, we've been looking for office spaces, right? I think I mentioned this in one of my previous vlogs or something, somewhere though I mentioned. Well, we've come down to really liking 2 of them. Actually, we really like only one. The other one is just there, but I don't love it so much. I like one of them more specifically, to be honest. I think most of us do. When I say most of us, I mean like Jerry, Payal, my manager, and I. I'm really hoping it works out, guys. Like I've had an office in the past, but the office I had earlier, this is when I was in college and I was freelancing in social media, and I had like 4 or 5 interns / assistants who used to work with me, but that was my dad's spare office. So it was not like independent khud ka, where you're buying your own place or renting your own place kind of a thing. When we bought this house 3 years ago now, it was great, but I don't think I was this nervous while buying this house also, because it was just one of those things where this is a house. This is the first time I'm making like a decision where we're doing something like this for work. So the pressure's on, And I really hope this deal goes through because it's a beautiful little place, not so little place. It's nice and big and it's very close to our house. So please say a little prayer and keep your fingers crossed that we do get it. We're not really actioning anything right now naturally because of this whole COVID-19 situation. But hopefully maybe a couple of months later when we decide to kind of figure the course of action and things calm down, hopefully by then I'm really hoping we get that place. This corona is managing to find its way into every conversation and topic right now. Jerry and I are not big on like physical newspapers. We read the newspapers online and stuff, and literally every other headline is only related to corona, which is bound to happen obviously at a time like this. But I mean, like, I'm fed up of saying corona or COVID so many times in a day. You know what I mean? It's just one of those things where I'm like, oh god, like we're all so in different ways and at different levels frustrated about the situation, really. I hope that we all recover from this soon. Like, we had this building society meeting yesterday, by the way, and we kind of like took a unanimous decision to not allow any outsiders inside the building. We have a swimming pool on our terrace which we said is not going to be in action at all for a while. There's no Zomato, Swiggy, online shopping, Zara, H&M, Flipkart, Amazon, Myntra. Am I missing anything? We've decided that no delivery people will be coming inside the building. Everybody will have to go and take whatever it is from like outside, from like the gate. Which is really like, I mean, it's great. It was actually, I was one to vote for the idea. It is inconveniencing for so many people out there, especially those people who live all alone or don't know how to cook, but it's just something that needs to be done. Please tell me that you guys have given your drivers or house help, whoever it is, a paid leave, because one of the main things for them, if you give them a leave and if you happen to cut their salary, is that these guys live literally check to check, like monthly payment to fee, like literally like salary to salary. So you want to make sure you don't cut them off. Just the way you are probably working from home for your office, you want to make sure that, I mean, they can't work from home, but you know what I mean? Like, you don't want to financially disable them in any way. And that's just something so many people need to talk about. Can I tell you something really funny about me that my friends sometimes laugh at? You see my chai, it's like you can still see the garam dhua coming out. I got it reheated. My chai is typically, because like if I'm talking or if I'm doing something, or because I can't have really garam chai, they'll end up getting like heated 2 to 3 times easily. And the funny thing is, it's not just me, my mom is the same and my nanny is the same. So I guess this is a really weird thing to get genetically, but we all keep reheating our chais, basically. One of the videos I'm filming after I'm done with this get ready session is Ask Jerry Anything. I did a call out for questions on Instagram a couple of days ago, and I'm hoping to film that today. Okay, so for the last part, I think, of this video, because makeup is coming to an end and we've talked so much about life and things and work and well, new beginnings that you know about and people on Instagram probably don't know about. I feel like one of the things I want to do is something I've thought about a lot of times. We're going to go live on Instagram and ask people to shoot questions at me, and I'm going to keep this here in the YouTube video as well, because I feel like it should stay for posterity for you to be able to see in case you're part of the live or in case you missed the live and want to know the answers to the same questions. I'm going to make sure that we tell them to answer questions only about life, because this video is about life. I don't want to talk about beauty, which is why I'm not even like going into reviewing the products and everything that I'm using. I want this video to be about life, and I want this video to be about you getting to know me, who I am, what I'm doing, how I'm spending my quarantine, and just all of that. So let's just quickly finish this little eyeshadow work, and I'm gonna go into a really quick Instagram live. Okay, we're going live. This is gonna be a very random live because normally when I go live, I inform you guys that I'm about to go live. Actually, no, I have gone live randomly sometimes, come to think about it. So I'm basically filming like a chill, get ready, but not like a story time, like a chatty video, which is part of my Sunday self-care series. And I thought of coming on here. We're talking about life today, and I want you guys to throw questions at me about life. Because I feel like so many times you all do ask me questions and I don't necessarily get to answer them, but I want to today, especially because I'm filming this video and this is going to go up on my channel really soon. Someone is asking me, where are you getting ready for? And I'm like, I'm getting ready for nothing. I'm getting ready for like the haul. Someone is asking me, what does your tattoo mean? So my tattoo says Alhamdulillah, and Alhamdulillah is basically Shukr Alhamdulillah, which is where you're thanking God, thanking the Almighty, thanking Allah for everything, I guess. And it's in my mom's handwriting. What is the one thing you pick positive from COVID-19? To be honest, there's most of it, I mean 99.99% of it is really obviously not positive. The only thing I would say is the fact that humanity is coming together. We're all realizing that we're in this together. This is not about caste, creed, religion, which country you're from. We just need to stand together as human beings. We need to love one another, be there for one another, and realize that, hello, at the end of the day, if we're not going to be there for each other, the aliens are not coming for us. So who's going to be there for you? We all have to be there for each other. And I feel like if there was one positive thing that came out of this entire thing, it would be the fact that hum sab ek hai. You know what I mean? Inderjeet is asking me a really nice question. How are you coping with your mental health? First of all, Inderjeet is one of like my long time OG followers. So major shout out to her for that. Also, I haven't said this publicly before, but I feel like I want to say, Inderjeet, congratulations. We both know why. But I feel like everybody's doing their bit. We're all coming together. Mental health is so important. Talking about how it frustrates you in times like this is just as important because it's a way of like venting. No, it's a release. So as long as you're doing whatever you're doing to cope with it, it's all good. Nothing, and I cannot stress this enough. I keep looking up over here because the camera is also filming, so looking up. There is nothing that cannot be pushed behind, guys. I don't care what it is that you guys had. Sab kuch push karo. No need to step out of the house. The only thing you need to step out of the house is probably to like buy your घर का essentials, जाओ अपनी किराने की दुकान पर, and then come back home really quickly, because being outdoors is at a time like this is not fun, it's not entertaining, it's not even worth it. Like for what? You've been out a lot in life and you'll go back inshallah once this whole thing dies out. So just don't take that risk. घर पे बैठो. I sound like a mama. When was the moment you knew this is the man I love? Wow, this is a deep one. I'm not sure if there was like a moment. I should think about this question. I don't know. I don't think there was like one particular moment. I feel like it was a little bit about how he makes me feel. You know what I mean? Like I feel like it was a little bit about finding someone that feels like family and makes me feel like I'm his family and he's my family. I feel like it was that. I don't think it was necessarily like a moment, like there was no like movie story there. Are you working out at home? Yes, I am. I'm not working out every day, and I'm not like working out like gym working out. I'm doing like stretches, I'm doing a little bit of meditation and yoga, which is something I've never been very fond of. So I'm pushing myself a little bit when it comes to that. Yeah, I'm staying like physically active because I feel like I need to. Otherwise, I'm just gonna turn into one big fat couch potato. Need to put my lipstick. By the way, just a holler, if you know about my lipsticks under 140 rupees video, you might recognize this particular lipstick over there. It's from a brand called Blue Heaven. This is not sponsored. I will go ahead and link that video in for you guys if you haven't seen it. But it's a really great lipstick, totally matte. I love it. Okay, this is a good question. What would be the first thing you'll do after the corona ends? I'm assuming you mean like after the quarantine also ends, because they might just ask us to stay indoors a little extra to make sure it's gone, guys. You have to be mentally prepared for that. I think my favorite thing about the idea of getting out of the house right now, and this is so strange that I'm saying this because I would never have guessed that this is the first thing that would come to my mind. I want to go to the gym. I want to work out. I just want to just go and run on that treadmill at this point. What pushes you every day to film videos every day? Well, to be honest, I love filming videos, so I don't really have to push myself a lot for it. Sometimes when I get lazy, I guess I have to push myself for it. But in general, on most days, I love to film. For me, the idea of filming comes from wanting to film. You know what I mean? Like when I started doing what I do 8 years ago, shooting or filming a video or clicking a post wasn't about करना है because so and so return में मिलेगा, इतने likes मिलेंगे या इतने followers मिलेंगे या इतने पैसे मिलेंगे. It was just straight up about loving creating content. So I guess that's just the way my mind works. There's also one really nice question over here from Pama25. She's asking, are you an overthinker and what's your solution to make sure you're okay? I'm a huge overthinker. Like if there was one thing about my personality I would love to change, is that I would love to not be an overthinker. Maybe just for like one day, like 1 week, I guess. I would love to not be an overthinker, but I am, and I'll be honest, it has worked for me most times. And then it has its disadvantages because basically your brain never switches off and you're constantly like thinking about something, or also sometimes needlessly overthinking about something. Is there a solution to make sure you're okay? I think you need to learn to vent often enough. You need to have a set of really supportive people, hopefully, in your life who you can think to, who you can think aloud to, who will probably help you understand the difference between thinking right about something and completely going crazy and overthinking about something, because God knows I've had both sets of experiences in my life. A couple of years ago, after I went through a few personal experiences in my life, I started seeing a therapist for a while, and it was extremely helpful to me. So if you think you're an overthinker to a point where you're driving yourself nuts, I would say you should get some help, because a professional will be able to tell you where the line is between you're doing it right and you're completely overdoing it. You'll drive yourself nuts. Alright, so there we go. This look is ready. We've talked a lot. My chai has been heated for the second time. Can you see the dua? Can you see the dua? Quarantine or not, if you do enjoy it, I will continue to do these chatty videos for you guys that are an insight into life, into what's happening. I also love the Self-Care Sunday series just as much, but the truth of the matter is that I can't plan it. It has to come from within to want to talk about something. Like I wanted to sit down and talk about life and what's happening and all with you guys today, so that's what has happened. I hope that you will give me genuine feedback of everything you love or don't love on my channel. Constructive criticism, feedback is always welcome in the comments. And yeah, go show my Hindi channel some love if you haven't already. I'm gonna go finish my chai now, try to not have it heated the third time, and then go and film a couple of other videos for you guys later today with Jerry also. On a last note, I will just remind you guys to please make sure you're staying indoors, staying safe, washing your hands, maintaining social distance. I sound like a broken record. The whole world sounds like a broken record. But the world would rather sound like a broken record than become broken. You know what I mean? So let's do this, because we're all in this together. Thank you so much for watching this video. I love you guys very, very, very much. I hope you stay safe, stay healthy, and just continue to be part of this family that we're building virtually. Bye guys. Mwah.